On the subject of highly intuitive kids, I know we discussed it on the last time you was on, but to go into more detail for people just sort of meeting you for the first time, tell us about your son first of all, because the story there is really, really interesting, and it sort of blew me away when you told me last time, Ellen.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll start there. Our stories are intertwined, but he's the reason why our effort with the Highly Intuitive Kids, how it all came about and how it started. When he was about 18 months old, we started noticing these experiences that he was having. When he just was able to start really talking, we know he didn't watch TV or anything, so we knew these experiences couldn't be something he picked up that he saw somewhere. And at the same time, he was having experiences, my gifts were opening. But what happened was he came to us one day and he started mentioning about he couldn't sleep at night. He was waking up because when he heard emergency vehicles, he would just have this reaction like just breathing hard, just waking up like scared. And we were like, what's going on? And so one night he heard one. He finally shared. He started telling us a story about a past life that he had. And we didn't know at that point about past lives. I was just getting into what was happening with me, and we knew a little bit, but he started sharing a story about how he had been chased by these bad men into a burning building. When he went into the building, it was on fire. And he said, but mom, I died, my body died, but I didn't. I went to the nowhere place. And he said, but you and dad were also there, but you weren't you and dad. And he said, and you were sad. He said, but I waited in the nowhere place for you two to come back together. And he's like, you took a long time to come together, which is true. My husband and I got married a little older.
Mm.
And he said, and I came back to be your son. And we were just sitting there like, wow, that was our first encounter with him sharing something like that. And we're like, he's talking about like a time, he's talking about before this lifetime. So that sent us on doing some research, but we didn't know what to do with the information. He started having some other sixth sense experiences